to your lunchtime news bulletin. I'm Katrina Chang. Let's start off with a look at your headlines this afternoon. Number of complaints of election law violations rises to 330. Operations at the Maharagama Cancer Hospital hampered due to the dearth of doctors in the area. G20 leaders remain divided over the Syrian conflict. The Election Secretariat says that the number of complaints related to violations of election laws has risen to 330. The Complaints Unit of the Election Secretariat said that the highest number of complaints, amounting to 90, have been reported from the Kurunegala district. The unit added that 30 complaints have been reported thus far regarding election violence. The foundation stone for a cemetery in the Potuville area in Payagala was held yesterday. Minister of Fisheries Dr. Rajitha Senaratne was the chief guest at the event.
The chairman of a Pradeshia Sabha cannot step into the streets because of their indecent behavior. These type of politicians are not taken to notice by the people. When we express views about these individuals, we also become a part of them.
Activities at the cancer hospital in Maharagam has been hampered as a solution has not been provided to the dearth of the doctors at the hospital for over a month.
The Deputy Director of the Cancer Hospital Consultant, Dr. Vasantha Desanai, said that the Health Ministry and relevant officials have been informed in this regard. He said that this situation has arisen due to the fact that doctors who have a service period over 7 years were transferred without sufficient doctors being appointed to fill the vacancies.
A fire which broke out in a tyre factory in the Laksha Uyana Industrial Zone in Polonnaruwa has been contained. According to the police, the fire had broken out at around 3 this morning. The fire had broken out in a building at the factory complex used to store old tyres. Our correspondent said that the fire had spread to the rubber carpet manufacturing unit as well. The fire had caused heavy damages to the equipment in the factory. According to our correspondent, although the fire brigade of the Tamankadu Pradesha Sabha was called to the scene, they arrived 3 hours later. A civil security personnel who illegally transported marijuana has been arrested in the Mahoya area. The police said that the suspect had concealed 1.8 kilograms of marijuana in a travelling bag. The suspect who was arrested yesterday is attached to the Mahoya Civil Security Secretariat. The suspect is to be produced before the Ampara Magistrate Court today. The Ministry of Wildlife Conservation says that it will arrive at an agreement following discussions with the Ministry of Transport on the deaths of elephants following train accidents. Subject Minister Vijit Vijayamunisoisa said that although a program to prevent such incident was launched in this regard on previous occasion, it is not in action.
When I took office as the Minister of Wildlife Conservation, I proposed a program in this regard. Then at that time, our Director General said that cameras have been set up to curb this problem and would assist the train driver with an official from the Ministry, which would most likely be successful. But this has not materialized. So we called for a discussion in this regard with the relevant ministry. I also requested for a date for the discussions from the Minister of Transport. But as he is busy, he has been unable to do so. So we will carry out a discussion with train drivers. We will try to introduce a special signalling system and an annual evaluation system. We will also try to clear both sides of the rail track in a manner an elephant could be spotted.
Activities surrounding the annual historical Asa Perhara of the Sri Sumana Saman Devalaya of the historical The Perhara began subsequent to religious observances at the auspicious time of 11:45 last night.
The Kumbal Maha Perhara will take place until the 15th. Thereafter, the Randoli Perhara will take place from the 15th to the 20th of this month. The Maha Randoli Perhara and the water cutting ceremony will be held on the 19th, while the last day of the Asala Perhara will take place on the 20th afternoon.
An individual that attempted to sell 3 gold-plated religious statues in Nuvarababa, Anuradhapura, has been arrested. The suspect was arrested while he attempted to sell the statues for a price of 14 million rupees. The suspect was arrested in a raid conducted by the Special Police Raid Unit under the supervision of the Deputy Inspector General of the North Central Province. During interrogation, the suspect has revealed that the 3 statues were part of a treasure found in Anuradhapura, Kalattava, Nelam Kanya areas.